Bill O'Reilly might not be the worst person in the world. But last night, when standing next to orange hellspawn Donald Trump, he sure made a compelling case for why he might be more racist than a man whose campaign messages sound like the propaganda spewed by the Third Reich.
If you look at all the educational statistics, how are you going to give jobs to people who aren't qualified for jobs?
We're going to bring jobs back. We're going to have Apple computers made in this country.
That was a soundbite from an interview last night where Bill O'Reilly tried to unsuccessfully play hardball with Donald Trump. He was unsuccessful because in an effort to understand Trump's plan of overcoming the perception that he's a racist, O'Reilly said a bunch of racist shit himself.
Many of them are ill-educated and have tattoos on their foreheads, and you know, how are you going to, and I hate to be generalized about it, but it's true.
Yeah, Bill, I'm sure you hate to generalize, but the forehead tattoo thing was just too goddamn common not to mention, right? It's a fucking epidemic. It's like me saying every old white douchebag on Fox News is too much of a bigot to be on television, but I wouldn't dare generalize because that only pertains to you. Remember, this is the guy who went to a Harlem restaurant and was surprised to find that black patrons were just quietly eating their meals and no one was shouting, "Motherfucker, I want more iced tea." Really, that's actually what he said back in 2007.
And I couldn't get over the fact that there was no difference between Sylvia's restaurant and any other restaurant in New York City. I mean, it was exactly the same, even though it's run by blacks, primarily black patronship. It was the same.
And Bill O'Reilly is surprised by the civility of black folk. And he also happens to think they sometimes happen to look like drug dealers, even when that person is a Columbia professor who happens to be on his show.
Well, say you're a cocaine dealer, and you kind of look like one a little bit.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is Bill O'Reilly is kind of a racist. And Trump, of course, didn't really do anything else but followed up with what he does best and just made a bunch of crazy vague promises last night. Except he also did say this.
I mean, I can tell you plenty of white people that go to college, they borrow a lot of money, they get out, they can't get a job.
Gotta hand it to good old Bill to come off like such a large asshole that he had Trump making a little sense. So Bill O'Reilly and Donald Trump are very similar to your drunk distant relatives at the Thanksgiving table. Except they're way worse, because I don't think your uncle would go and say racist shit like this in public. I mean, probably.